If you would like to request a video, send an email to questions@newstitchaday.com. How to knit the raised circle cable stitch English style. For this tutorial, you will need a pair of knitting needles and a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Lion Brand for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their Vanish Choice line in the color Antique Rose. For this stitch you will need to know the following techniques: knit, purl, right twist, left twist. To begin this pattern you must cast on in multiples of 4. Many cable stitches look better when they are done on a background of reverse stockinette stitch. So that's what I've done here, and you can do that as well. It doesn't really matter how big that panel is, it's all up to you. So I'm not really going to include that in the instructions. Row 1. Once you get to your cable pattern, after doing your reverse stockinette, we're going to do either a cable 2 back, which means that you'll take this stitch on the cable needle and then work this stitch and then this stitch, or what I'm going to do is a right twist stitch, because I just don't see the point in using a cable needle when you're only manipulating 2 stitches. So the right twist stitch works a lot better in this situation. So for this stitch we're going to insert our needle into the second stitch knitwise, and we're going to work that stitch as normal. Okay, but we're going to leave that on the needle and we're going to work the second stitch and then pull them both off the needle together, and that's going to give us our right leaning stitch just like the cable 2 back would. Okay, so then for this stitch here you could do the cable 2 forward, where you take this stitch off, knit the second stitch and then knit this stitch, or I'm going to do the left twist stitch, which means we're going to go into the back loop of this second stitch, bring the needle back around and go through the front loop of the first stitch and take those both off together. Okay, and that's going to give us our left leaning stitch that you can see right there. Okay, so then just work your reverse stockinette pattern as normal. Row 2. Once you work your reverse stockinette pattern, we're going to purl all the stitches. Okay, then just work your reverse stockinette pattern as normal. Row 3. Once you've worked your reverse stockinette panel, we're going to do the opposite of what we did in row 2. So instead of doing the cable 2 back or the right twist first, we're going to do the cable 2 forward or left twist first. So I'm going to do the left twist and pull those 2 off, and then the right twist. Right, then just work your reverse stockinette pattern as normal. Row 4. Okay, after working your reverse stockinette panel, we're going to purl all the stitches. So repeat rows 1 through 4 until you've reached your desired length. And that's how you do the raised circle cable stitch. After a few repeats, your pattern should look like this. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com. New Stitch a Day is a Craftery Media production. Check out our other shows at fiberstory.tv and yarntripper.com. This video is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution No Derivatives 3.0 unported license, which means use it on your website, put it in your patterns, but please don't change anything.